All right, so what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. So is it our fault that we are far from home? So, listening to some of these clubhouses, which I don't really like clubhouse, because people are just out of pocket. They just want to argue with a group of people. That's what it looks like from afar. So, but I did a video a long time ago about, what Africans don't get about African Americans. And if you see the thumbnail, that's a scene from Black Panther when Killmonger was, he had to go under that dust or whatever. And when he did that, he wound up, back in Oakland. And when he was back in Oakland, he had, he could see the Wakanda's afterlife, but he was in America, and his dad was in America, and they were in Africa. And some of these conversations I hear, you can hear the people talking about how, we don't have a culture, or, we should be thankful that we got, I guess, sold to be here, and hundreds of years later, we're doing better than, pretty much every black group on the planet. And, we don't know where we come from. We don't know. We don't have a language. We don't have traditions, which, I get what people are trying to say, but they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Do we have a culture? Yes, we have a culture just like everybody else. It's just that our culture happens to be in America. We are pretty much deeply rooted in all forms of American culture because they come through us for the most part. It's a regional thing, So by region, we have different dialects, we have different accents, we have different foods, we have different music, we have different ways to approach things just because of the weather alone. You know what I'm saying? So we have our own unique cultures in unique pockets. That's why the South, the Midwest, the East, the West are different from each other. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, it's sometimes you hear people talking as if, oh, it's our fault that we're in this situation, like we did something to somebody somehow that has us where we're at, and we don't know where we're from. Yeah, we know where we're from here. Like, the idea that we need to find out exactly where we come from on the continent, it's good to look into it, but because of all the mixture here, it is not probably going to be one place anyways. So we got a lot going on where we're at. So at the end of the day, you got to look into it. That if people have a problem with us, quote unquote, not knowing where we're from in Africa, that's a you problem, not a us problem. That's not a problem we created. If you don't feel like we're in tune with African culture, that's a you problem. That's not a us problem. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But some of you folks who kind of make it sound like, we need to come back. And when we come back, y'all need to show us. It's kind of a moot point. Because if we got sold here for money, and you want us to use our money to come back, that doesn't come off well. I'll say that doesn't come off well, because it's no disrespect, it's no hate, really it's all love. But sometimes you got to take that into consideration, that you asking for a bit too much. And I've talked about this before, and for all you people who are into Christianity and the Bible, Joseph in the Bible, his brothers sold him into slavery, and he went through a lot of hardships. as a result of that. And his father thought he was dead. But his brothers, they probably thought the same thing. So when they had to go to Egypt to ask for help, and lo and behold, they run up and see their brother in a high position, and he's the dutiful. He's the one that passes out the duties on who gets what, why, and how. And they thought their brother was gonna kill him. He said, but the father was just happy to be reunited with his son that he thought he had lost. So ultimately, Joseph helped his father, and his brothers benefited. For the people who may feel like they're our fathers or grandfathers, the ones who didn't know that our brothers sold us, there's absolutely still love. But for the brothers who think, you owed something from this situation, if dad and granddad didn't come, you probably get your heads chopped off. So no, it's not our fault, but at the same time, you got to take into consideration that, you don't get to dictate the terms of like a power dynamic of, yeah, we sold you out, but you need to buy back into the family. That doesn't work with us. So we're done on this one. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.